Welcome, everybody. Today is Live Tuesdays, and I am so excited to be with you. My name is Tracy Mahan, and I'm with Unprocessing Your Life. And today we are going to be talking about how you already have an escrow, everything you're looking for, how you already have what we have in our hearts right around us, and how to start being magnetic towards it, how to start to understand how to tune into that vibration, that frequency, that station that is within us that is attracting what we are here to bring forth. My name is Tracy Mahan. I tell you that. I'm alone today. It's just me today. I might be joined by one other person, but I am open to you coming on. What we can do during this time as well is a question and answer. So if you are looking to understand more of how to wake up and set this vibration to this body, to tune into your vibration, or if you've ever wondered, what am I here for? What is the purpose of today? Or if you just get up and you just go dee 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 as soon as you wake up, maybe you set your alarm and as soon as you wake up, you set your alarm and oh my gosh, I saw something on here and you scroll and scroll and that's how you start your day, then today's for you. So one of the things that I talk most about is how important our mornings are. I talk about it ad nauseum sometimes, I feel, and yet I also know in the same breath that I can't talk about it enough. Why? Because I still hear that people are waking up the way I just mentioned, that we're waking up on autopilot without setting and tuning in this instrument that we have. You see, I used to play music. One of the things I've done in my life is I always felt musical. Now, was I the best? No. When I was in a very young girl, I started with the clarinet. My mom went, and I remember in St. Louis driving to this instrument store, and I was about in literally in like fourth grade. It was pretty early, right after we studied the recorder. Do you remember that? Like everybody goes through recorders. And I got a clarinet and I started to take lessons and I learned about vibration because it's a wind instrument. And so there is a reed that was involved with it. So at a very early age, I learned how to practice with your embouchure, your mouth, how to tune in to receive the note that you were looking for. How much I love going into a concert. Are you with me? When in the beginning, all of the instruments are tuning into each other. I can hear it in my ears right now at a concert when they're all like all these different notes are going on, but they're really seeking to tune into each other. It is a music to my heart. And that's similar to what I'm talking about today is how do we wake up and start tuning in this instrument? Because science does tell us we are an instrument. We are vibrating at a frequency. That's how energy works. And we are energy. Energy creates matter. God created everything. That's my God is so big. He created everything we look at. The stars, the moon, the planets, the energy, everything we have here, every law we have here is available to us in this realm right now. Like everything I already want is available now. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you. And why did I bring that up and talk about a morning routine at the same thing? And why was I wearing these crazy glasses? It's because I love these. I have these set in my dressing table. I have them on top of it to remind me every day you can see life through rose-colored glasses if you choose. You are already perfect and you get to set the vision for your life. That's part of the tuning in. And we can see life through rose-colored glasses in almost any circumstance. And trust me, I know you've been through circumstances that you were like, I don't see through rose colored glasses here. I don't know what she's talking about. But if you made a different choice at that time, you could. We all can. And I've been there too. I definitely know that there has been so many times at my lowest low that an angel appeared. One is just thinking right now of a time when I was in the hospital. Many times I've been in the hospital. I've had two kidney transplants, and there's my vision board. That's one of the last years that I got a vision board that had a kidney on it, because right after that I did get my kidney. So I was in the hospital though, and there was this beautiful angel of a nurse, RPN, I don't know, PC. I don't know those initials because I'm not in the that world, but she was just going around to make sure everybody was okay. I love that. Anyway, she and I had this magnetic attraction immediately. Like she walked in, and I can tell she was already tuned in to what I needed. And we had this attraction together. And we took a picture. We like immediately felt like we were best friends. She was praying with me, asking how she could hold space for me in so many words. And I knew just like that, that I had been praying for somebody to come in and see me and to talk to me and share that depth of, I see you, you're going to be okay. I've been through things too. And she had, and we talked about it. And that is what brings us forward. Instead of going in, which is what I'm talking about, the answers are within, but sometimes within we just feel so low, which isn't wrong. It's just, how are we really tuned in to all that is possible during those low points if we stay there? I've been low, and I prefer to vibrate at a very light frequency. I love to be attracting something better than where I've been if I'm low. And that's what I'm talking about. So, how do we wake up and set the instrument? How do we wake up and set that vibration of that angel who came in and prayed with me in the hospital? You are already perfect. You are already whole. You are already tuned in. So, that instrument is similar to a radio. My wonderful, one of the beautiful managers, not managers, coach that I've had, Kathy Heller. She wrote a book, and it's a beautiful book, and I love listening to her. And she made an example of this and set it to a radio, right? We have a radio, not so much anymore. We have Wi-Fi. But the same thing is, how do we plug into that Wi-Fi and broadcast at a bigger, amplified version of who we are? We can always plug in and get some different station. The station is already here. So if you turn on this radio, if this was a radio and I turned it on, I can hear whatever music I would tune into. But so often we tune in, we just turn it on, and we were okay with whatever station was on. Like, that's my station, that's what I was supposed to listen to. No, ding dong, we get to change the channel. We get to change the station. We get to choose the station we want to vibrate at. And so also that vibration is big. It broadcasts a long way. My grandpa was a broadcaster back in the day. I grew up in the 70s and 80s. He was already a famous broadcaster before that. And he was called the voice of the night. Back in St. Louis, another St. Louis reference, he was somebody that you could hear through all of the Midwest because he talked at night, and he was the voice of the night because of that. And truckers and so forth could drive and tune into him and trust that trusted voice. So that was a broadcast in the middle of the dark night that many, many men, and I've heard this throughout my lifetime when they found out who I was related to, and same with my mom, she told me many stories that, oh, you're related to Jim Butler? I listened to him. He was so helpful for me. Like, he kept them tuned in during the middle of the night. That's what I'm saying. Where can you turn in to an amplification of frequency that's going to keep you tuned in to who you meant to be, instead of dipping all day or waking up and dipping immediately? Because we are a vibration, we get to tune in to this beautiful channel inside of us. And so you are somebody who can do this too. I just got distracted because I looked at notes, and I do so much better when I don't look at notes. So what we're going to do is a little practice, but I'm talking about vision, how you already have the lens that can get you into the vibration. Like, we can see it or we can feel it. Studies show that our thoughts are electric and our heart is magnetic, and we have an electromagnetic pulse that's always running through us. So, how do we breathe and tune into that? We notice. That's it. We've just become aware. And if you do one thing this week, I wish for you to just become aware of how you can slow down. And that's part of it usually. Slow down and tune in. Breathe and become aware. What am I transmitting? Like if you were to walk into a room, what would you be putting off to other people? I say that often. And you can tell a person's vibration the moment they walk in. Their vibration is their contribution. That's Sam Skelly. She says that all the time. Your vibration is your contribution. So how are you setting that tone? Maybe for your whole family. Maybe you're waking up early to set that intention before you wake up so that, yes, you can be a better parent or wife or just for you. And that's what we're going to do today. So slowing down, I want you to remember first thing that we say who we are and we get into a state of gratitude. That is the frequency that really does set everything in motion. It's the one that Dwayne Dwyer talked about. He set his foot. He got up every morning at 3 a.m. to write his books. And when he sat up and put his feet over the side of the bed onto the floor, he said, "Thank you," with every foot. Thank you. And I love to repeat things in three. So I wake up, my alarm will go off, I'll hit snooze, my dog will lick my face, and I say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." I start with those three words, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it draws my focus. The pillar again of focus is what focus on amplifies. So what are we focused on? And if you're not focused on your dreams, what is the limiting belief that you are focused on? What is the distraction that is your focus instead of your vision? Like what comes to mind right now? Write that down. If you have a pen, which I hope you come here with a pen, just you are going to write down what is the distraction that today is in my way. And can you surrender that? We were talking last week about surrender. Can you surrender that and recognize it's just a distraction? Maybe it's your finances. Did you check your bank account balance before this show? Maybe it's letters. Maybe it's mail. We still get regular snail mail. Did you only get bills? Hardly, except for, I love it. It's my daughter's birthday yesterday, so we got birthday cards in the mail. That was fun. But normally, what are they now? They're marketing or they're bills. So did you see bills before you open this today's conversation? Or maybe you just had a grumpy experience. Maybe you stubbed your toe. Maybe you saw the dishes from last night in the sink. Whatever it is, can you surrender it? Because even those distractions will change the vibration. And you're now, instead of transmitting clear vibration of Celine Dion, of Gloria Esteban, of like the oldies, James Taylor, instead of just being clear with what you're transmitting, now you're having some static. Get that? You're not really set to the exact frequency. And if you're old like me, you remember tuning in. And you had to tune in if you were just slightly off. And that was before we had points. Did anything digital. You didn't see that you were like 98.5, 98.6. You're not there yet. You want to be a 98.5, whatever it was. That is what I'm talking about. Let no static come in the morning. Clear your channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathe. Thank you for your breath. Open your eyes. Thank you for clear vision. Anybody who's had vision issues in the past, thank you that I can see today. I thank you that I'm breathing with ease today. Thank you that I feel clear and healthy in my body. Thank you for the room that I'm in. Thank you for the bed that I slept in. Thank you for the roof over my head that protects me from the elements. There was a storm the other night. Thank you that I'm dry in my bed, in my home. How many things can you be grateful for and start naming them? And if you can name them, can you name the feeling that you'd like to pick today? What is the station that you would like to tune into today? And naming a feeling is also science. It's not woo. These are science. I love science because it backs up a lot of the things that we thought were, I didn't hear that about science, and maybe that's woo. I don't care. I know that it works. So if you name your feeling, it actually draws clarity into that focus. So what would you like to feel today? Would you like to feel energetic? How about abundant? Whole, excited, enthusiastic? Maybe chill. Would you like to just be chill? Chill still is a state that desires no static. That chill state is something that is above anxiety, it's above frustration, it's above feeling that you are not seen and heard. It is one where you feel clear. I'm chill, I'm okay. Actually, I don't even know why I'm picking chill, it just came to mind. But I usually love to go through the alphabet. That is something I'll play a game with as well. Feelings, go through the A's, abundant, achieving. B, would you like to feel beautiful, bountiful? How about C, clear, conscious, connected? See, and keep going. D, deserved. I would love to feel deserved. And so go through the alphabet and play that game. Name how you would like to feel. Then your focus and we'll amplify that, and that will grow. And that's the lens we get to see with. So you can just write it here. Abundant, beautiful, worthy. Go through the whole alphabet and wear that lens today. So let's keep them on. Let's breathe. Ground yourself. Take a breath, normal breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. In through your nose. I smell coffee. There's coffee on my desk. And out through your mouth. Where you're tuning into. Maybe it takes 3 to 4 breaths before you really start to notice your shoulders relax. Your exhale get deeper. How I feel abundant. And then also now the second step is to name it. So wake up feeling worthy, grateful, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the second step is to name the feeling. And then the third is to already set that vibration. So I am worthy. Show me, God, who I get to speak to, where to go, and what to say. Let go of the how. That's a surrender part. No how asking. It's God is about the how. It's where would you have me go today? I delight in meeting to you today. Set that anticipation. Set that as your frequency goal. Where would you have me go? Who would you have me talk to? And what would you have me say? And I look forward to that meeting today. Have that conversations with God. That's what I have, conversations with God all day long. And I was just reading something that yesterday that agreed with me. That one of the things about talking to yourself is that it builds your cognitive part of your brain, the frontal lobe. That's what I love. I'm like, I've talked to myself ever since I had my first child, and I realized a whole day was going around without her having any conversation. So I started to talk to her, and boy, has that escalated sometimes. I hope you get the message, what I'm trying to say today. Because when we actually then have a conversation with God and we're tuned in, the instrument that you are plays the music you desire. And see, you're already abundant. You're already beautiful. You're already tuned in to what you're asking for. What is it that's on your vision board? See, I think vision boards are, even my mother says vision boards were so last decade. I'm like, Mom, but I don't think so. I know they're not. What they are is they're an anchor for that vision. And what happened with that kidney, it was a doubt. But somebody spoke into me and I put it there. So I saw it. I still have this because that meant that much to me. And what I put on there, it gets to connect to that vibration. That is why we do a vision board, anchoring into that lights us up. Feel it. And if you were interested in doing a vision board, I'm into doing a vision board workshop Most likely it's going to be on Friday the 22nd. I would love to hear. Just write the word vision in the comments today if you are a yes for creating a vision board. It's mid-year. It's a perfect time to do another anchoring of our vision for the rest of 2026. Can you imagine I just said that? It's almost mid-year, y'all, for 2026. So if you are into doing this vision board workshop, it is different the way I teach it than just looking through a magazine and seeing what pops out at you and go, oh yeah, that looks nice. I'd love to have that, because what you are here for and what I know I am here for is abundance, but it's not just anybody's vision, it's my vision. And so we could be here for a lot of things, enjoy a lot of things. I love having a beautiful kitchen, and I specifically put that as my ask. And so when we put it on our what's in our heart on the board, that's when it comes to fruition. Not somebody else's ask, not somebody else's boat that they wanted. It's what's my heart asking for. And that's what comes out. So if you would like to do the vision board workshop with us on the 22nd of May, and then it might lead to some more things in June that can help us really take those steps towards locking that vision in, really solidifying that you know how to tune in your instrument, practicing that every day for 21 days. Do it on your own self. But that is what I am envisioning for May 22nd is a vision board workshop class that you can jump in on with our inner circle, or you can also or you can jump into the June 21-day challenge. As on the June 22nd could be a brand new day for you. And what are you envisioning right now? If you're not allowing the dream, what is the limiting belief standing in your way? That was what I wrote down today. If you are not envisioning your dream every day, seeing it, being grateful for it's already done, then what is the limiting belief that is standing in your way? And that's what we're here to choose. What is for us, not what's against us. So identifying the limiting belief is how we understand what is for us and what's been dragging us down and how to make a better choice. Really, one of the fastest ways to be on a fast track towards receiving the life of abundance that you are already craving is making better choices and making them fast. Understanding what is aligned for you and making that choice and moving on. That's what the people who are high achievers do. They already know what they want. And once they know, they just say, is that aligned with it? Yes, great. If that is aligned and it's for me, yes. If it isn't, then they say no. Or can I make it mine? No. Okay, then we just move on. It's that fast. And how do you not get that? Is we go, oh, well, I don't know if that's for me. Maybe it is. Or maybe what I thought yesterday was for me is not today. And that wishy-washiness is why you are not abundantly wealthy in the way that you would like to be. Because we can do it. It's already here. And once we let that go and surrender that limiting belief, watch what pours in. It's who you're around. It's who you talk to. It's the vibration that you set that attracts it all. Because you are so beautiful. You are magnetic. I love each and every one of you here is somebody that I already know and I've talked to you. And you're here for something that attracted you in. Did this vision board workshop with me? Did you do it before? I don't give a hoot. Do it again. Because this is something that I have done many times, and each time it's a little different. So I look forward to seeing you. Write the word vision in if you are a yes for the vision board workshop. And I will see you next Tuesday. Same bat channel, same bat time. And thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye.